If I could talk to a parent who was getting ready to call kindering for the first time, I would say, I know you're scared, and I promise you it will be okay. This is the best place that you could possibly be, and you are in the best hands that you could possibly be in. My son was 18 months old and got flagged on some milestone developmental delays. And so we were referred to kindering for a developmental evaluation. That started our story here. I was terrified. I didn't know anything about autism. I didn't know anything about developmental delays. It was the unknown. I remember very well one of the providers taking me aside and handing me a box of tissues and just rubbing my back and saying, it's gonna be okay.
Whoa, that's a big one.
My hope was that I had found a place that would help me build my toolbox and help my son build his toolbox so that we could learn together. When we first started with kindering, Hayvn started receiving occupational therapy and educational therapy at home. He was also in kindering's co-op class. That was his first exposure to peers who also had different developmental needs. Watching my son interact with his care team, Mika and Melina specifically, is so fulfilling because he is so joyful and he loves to connect. Dual attention is something that we worked on for a long time, which is getting him to play with a toy, but turn to an adult and say, look at what I'm doing, watch me. So he's bringing in someone else's attention. And now to see him do it effortlessly and fluidly is something that makes my heart so happy.
You did it, Hayvn.
I did it!
Because he feels like he can finally get the words out that have been in his head. As soon as COVID hit, everything changed. Our team at Kindering really had to pivot. What they ended up doing for us was having weekly check-in calls with different members of his team and focusing on different areas of his needs and his challenges he was facing at the time. As we continued that work, Hayvn's language started to evolve and he was better able to communicate his needs.
Eyes on the paper.
Seeing him make those leaps feels like flying, because I know that no matter what happens for my son in the future, I will be able to communicate with him and have a reciprocal relationship with him, and I didn't know if that was possible. My dreams for Hayvn are that he feels whole, that he feels like he can do anything. He has seen through the help of his care team that he can do hard things and he can do new things, and that if he doesn't get it the first time, he can try again. Whatever he wants to do that makes him feel like a happy, whole human being on this planet, those are my dreams for him.